Now, it's time for the Varsity Radio Show. Here's your host, Seth Henniger.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Varsity Radio Show. We are so glad that you tuned in today. It is going to be another fantastic Tuesday. I'm super excited for this day, for the athletes, for the people in the room, and I'm super excited to introduce you. It's been a while. It's been a while because he's a very important person, but to my good friend, the man with the plan, Robert Ickes.
Hey, I'm glad to be here today. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I've been busy, but I got nothing going on today.
Thank you.
And so I couldn't find anything else to do.
Robert. I'm so glad Robert's here. Thank you for fitting us into your no plans. And so anyway,
ran out of excuses, so here I am.
That's right. That's right. We're like anyway. I'll think of something in a minute. Also in the studio, I say also super excited, the greatest radio producer of all time. He is the Willy Wonka of radio. His name's Steven Spiegel.
What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. Got a really good show lined up. Gonna have some volleyball players in the house.
Yeah.
This is near and dear to my heart. My little girl's playing volleyball
Love
now.
it.
So,
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to asking these players some questions coming up.
Man, gonna improve. I like that. And we're so excited. We're gonna have Allie and Chastity here from Brindlee Mountain. But before we get to that, they'll be here at the 3:30 hour. We want to tell you about the amazing, the wonderful, the incredible Charburger.
Charburger.
Home of the famous char grilled Wildcat Burger, Philly cheesesteak, and jumbo crispy onion rings. And then B&B Video Games. Have you gotten to go to this place yet?
I've been one time. It is remarkable.
It really
It's really
is.
cool. Very vintage.
It
Love
is. It is an 80s style arcade, which I think is fantastic because it's. I don't know if they meant to do this, but they're right by Pizza Hut.
Right by Pizza Hut.
Is there anything more 80s than that personal pan we got for reader points, Steven?
Pizza and arcade.
Right? Don't you remember those personal pan pizzas that would burn your mouth off?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, hey, I read enough.
You couldn't wait to rip into one of those things. Burn the
Yes.
whole roof of your mouth. Be like hamburger
So
meat for
good.
the rest of the week. Yep.
They
I
were
know.
so good, though. And B&B's right beside Pizza Hut. I'm not advertising for Pizza Hut, but what I am saying is it's appropriately placed. It's local video game retail store and 80s style arcade in the back. B&B. Hey, we are going to go to a quick break, but we are so glad you're here. We got a lot of fun stuff. If you'll go on over to any of our lives. Steven, you want to tell them where all the lives are?
Sure, you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter right now live.
Twitter?
So go check us out.
X. This is the X. So come on over.
All right, we're back.
I want to go over some of these memes that I found that are really quite fantastic. Steven, you found a really good one, the redundant. Oh, yeah, let's do that one. So this is Dad Joke of the Day right here. Memes of the Week. My name is Kevin, but most people call me... Ah!
That is so corny.
Home Improvement.
And I love it.
And Shark Week. We just acknowledged both of them. Why don't you read that one? This is great. So
Let's see. If you drift a Tesla, is it called an electric slide?
right?
It's electric.
I think that's appropriate.
I think that's what I would call it.
I mean, I would. I think that's nailing it. And I don't. Yeah. Okay. This is true. This is so true. I like M&Ms. I don't know how you feel about them, Steven.
Oh, yeah, they're not safe around me.
Yes.
Especially the peanut M&Ms.
And I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a thieving problem, but you can leave $5,000 unattended in a room with me, and I'm not gonna touch a dime of it. I'm not. I am honest to the T.
You got the fear of God in you.
But if you leave some M&Ms,
Yeah. That's on you.
that's your fault.
That's your fault. Yeah.
You should not have tempted me with the M&Ms. The $5,000, I can pass that test. But the M&Ms,
I'm not going to comment on the 5,000. So let's just go ahead and move on.
Robert feels guilty. Okay.
Feel convicted.
This cracked me up. U-Haul has the worst drivers of any company.
They're awful. You ever got behind a U-Haul truck? What are
Yes.
those people thinking?
so much, or they're not at all. And so anyway, but that's true. And then memes away. This is not a meme. This is true. This there's a lot of talk. So anyway, this is actually between scenes. I don't know if y'all remember a Nutty Professor.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Was taping at the same time as
Eddie Murphy
as the Grinch. And so those two got a picture together. I thought we could talk about that. Steven, what do you think? That two comic wonders.
Right? Yeah, so
I think that's so cool.
I wonder how they interacted with each other. You know, it took like 8 hours to get that Grinch makeup on, right? Jim Carrey actually was coached by like a Navy SEALs trainer on how to deal with what they were really calling torture.
It really would be.
Really?
Seriously, yeah.
8 hours of wearing a mask.
Sounds like
8
torture.
hours. Just to put it on.
Yeah.
And then you got to act in it.
How I want to know how long he had to act each segment.
Right?
You know, because I could see that.
Hours and hours and hours.
You know, that explains a lot why Jim Carrey acts so crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, in all sincerity. But yeah. And then I said this because I feel this heart in my soul Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about him, Robert.
I don't even know who
But
this is.
This is Pete Golden.
Oh, okay.
Said Mark safe for missing this guy. This was our defensive coordinator last year.
Oh, see, I keep up with it, but I'm not super into it.
Yeah. I
So,
just thought with the hat and everything.
I know it's kind of fake.
What?
I'm kind of fake.
You're not fake, but no, I was so happy with the defense. And there's a little stat I want to talk about this week, just right now, real quick, that not a lot of people notice. Alabama had 0 penalties.
0 penalties.
0
Wow.
penalties in that game. They were averaging 8
Yeah.
a game last year.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a penalty.
No.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that ends up being over, you know,
the disappointment.
so many yards. That's your touchdowns. And so I was so happy with that.
They got Texas this week, though, huh?
Yes, they're gonna get. We're gonna see who they really
Going to get
are.
tested this week.
Yeah, because they did play Middle Tennessee,
Right.
and even though Milroe looked like way better than I ever thought he would, anyway, Steven's TP.
Yeah. Did you like that one?
I did.
Yeah, I thought so too. It's kind of redundant, isn't it, to TP a TP?
TP. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It's creativity.
And
And a play on words.
Why not?
It's awesome. Love it.
And so good.
This movie was actually on TV over the weekend. I don't know if you got to catch it or not, but yeah, it was hilarious.
It is a funny movie. But
Lloyd Christmas.
now, Steven, I've heard you talking about this, and I know you guys, y'all have gone to the Scholastic Book Fair with your kids.
Oh, of course.
Recently.
I haven't. I remember going when I was little.
It is not what it used to be, guys.
Right?
You know, I don't know if y'all know, because in my mind, the Scholastic Book Fair was one of the most amazing things ever.
Oh, when I was little? Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
It was the stuff.
Couldn't get enough of that thing.
So me walking in the Scholastic Book Fair with $20 in my pocket, about to buy 6 Goosebumps and a Lamborghini poster. Amen.
Hardy Boys? Y'all ever read Hardy Boys?
Oh, yeah.
growing up?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I bought. That's what I bought.
Yeah.
The Boxcar Children. That was a good one, too.
Yeah.
I was about to say that. I'm
Yeah.
glad you did.
And don't you still have your collection of Babysitters Club that you like to read?
No. Thanks, Robert. That was ruthless. Never. Ever. Go ahead and read that one.
Never trust anyone. Turn this picture upside down.
Have you seen this?
I don't think so.
Go ahead and flip it.
I don't see it.
I know,
Exactly.
right? Exactly.
Oh.
Don't trust anyone.
Oh, my
Not even the
gosh.
person who made the graphic.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
That's the
It's
worst.
awful. Terrible.
I like that so much. So people are ruthless.
Ruthless.
Ruthless. Anyway, that's so good. So Steven, I enjoyed that. And then the guy, how many of y'all remember Reading Rainbow?
Oh,
yeah. Reading Rainbow.
Butterfly in the sky.
Yes.
I can fly twice as high. I still sing that song whenever I see a butterfly these days.
You were talking about Bob Barker, and I did. I watched Price is Right when I
Right.
was sick at my parents' house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on the couch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But every afternoon after school on PBS, there was the Reading Rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of talk about Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers, but not enough credit goes to the inspiration, LeVar Burton. What is he doing now, Stephen?
Yeah, I'm going to have to check it out. I'm
We
not
need
quite
to
sure.
know.
Robert, do you know?
I have no idea.
We need to know.
I love that show too, though. When
They
I was
got a
little.
new Reading Rainbow going now.
No.
But LeVar's not part of it. You know, he was...
How dare they?
He was one of
Unless he's
the
dead.
characters on... what was it? Star Trek, Next Generation.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Wasn't he
No.
Geordie LaForge? He was the guy with the visor on his face.
Wow.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, but I
always
do
used
know.
to geek out because I'd see him reading books and then I'd see him on Star Trek.
He's so great, though. Reading Rainbow was amazing,
Yeah.
and he helped make my childhood great.
He's got a nice disposition.
Yes.
Just like you feel comfortable when he's on the
Yeah.
TV. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I enjoyed the reading of the book. I just remember being sick and watching Reading Rainbow.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, after I had those chicken nuggets that didn't settle well. Praise God.
Have you seen them
Okay.
make those chicken nuggets at McDonald's, by the way?
The
have You,
what?
have you seen them make chicken nuggets at
I
McDonald's?
don't know that I want to see.
Have you
them
seen the
make.
process? You don't want to see the process.
Isn't it like pink meat or
Oh,
something?
it's worse than it's
That's
like gray.
wrong.
It's like gray meat.
What is that?
I know, right?
Why?
It's kind of like lunchroom food. You don't quite know where it's from. It sometimes
Don't
tastes
ask.
okay.
Don't ask.
Right?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
You know, I think we had it
The
good.
taquitos were good, man.
Yes.
I like those.
I miss the rectangle pizzas.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be real with you. My favorite were the chicken sandwich day.
Ooh.
Chicken sandwich.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I like the beefaroni. It was called barfaroni, but it was beefaroni. It was
Really?
okay, yeah.
Really?
It was actually tasty.
Salisbury steak day.
Yeah.
You know, it was a little sketchy, but it was good.
Nowadays,
good.
they have these like uncrustable. It's not even peanut butter and jelly. It's like soy butter and jelly.
What?
Yeah, because kids have nut allergies these days.
Losers.
You know.
Just kidding.
How
Kids are
dare
not
you.
losers.
Have the EpiPen on standby.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, I remember those good moments. Those, you know, kids today, they don't, all of my teenagers out there, you don't realize school lunchroom food was actually decent.
Mm-hmm.
And they would give
Yeah.
you salt and pepper. I know. It's hard to believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on
And
up
real
in the,
mayonnaise.
In the high school years, you could even get sweet tea if you paid 50 cents for it.
Right?
Yeah.
You are not kidding.
Right?
How did I forget that, Steven?
See, I
Ice cream
just
sandwiches. Remember
unlocked
that?
the memory for you.
I mean,
Oh, I don't remember the ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah.
I remember the little tubs of ice cream that had
yes,
the wooden spoon.
They were
Oh,
so
I
yeah.
can
good.
still taste the spoon.
But they were good.
They had a unique taste to
Yeah.
them, just
Yes.
the spoon itself.
See, I can remember every day chicken sandwich day like God.
Oh,
And I
I
remember
need you to
the,
provide an extra sandwich for me,
the
Lord.
Mickey Mouse ice cream.
Oh, yeah?
Those things were good.
they were.
Mickey.
MOUSE.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Steven, I know. Well, how long do we have?
3:45. You want to knock out some FCA stuff?
Yeah, I'll do it. We'll just talk it because I know they got some events coming up.
Sure.
So they've
Yeah.
got the huddle, the girl,
Mhm.
the lady. You got those graphics, don't you?
We got about 3 minutes 32 seconds, but yes, I do have those graphics.
You are great. I
Yeah.
don't know why I even asked Steven.
Yeah.
You're classic.
I have to
You're
pull them up because I don't have them in the graphics package right now, but I can throw them in there real quick.
right there.
Very
But
good.
anyway, yeah. So those were good moments in my life that I like to remember. Robert,
Mm,
you didn't like. The
I like
school
some of
lunchroom
it. Didn't like the corn. Did you like the
food?
corn?
No, the corn was never good.
Always had to mix the corn with the mashed potatoes to make it bearable.
Well,
Yeah, if they put
You
enough
know-
butter in the corn, it was okay.
Salisbury steak
Mm-hmm.
in the hot mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
These two things
Oh.
were made for each other.
You
and
remember
gravy.
the
and
little-
gravy.
The little rolls. Remember the little rolls?
Yes.
Some of them were
Yeah.
wheat rolls.
Come on,
yeah.
somebody.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting excited.
Do you remember, did you ever eat breakfast at school?
Not really.
So-
I did a little bit, but not much.
They had these
I don't know
little
that they-
round orange juice cups that had the foil lid on top.
Yes.
And the trick was you put it on the lunchroom table and see how many times you could flip it and make it land back on its bottom or on its top.
I
however
like
you
that.
started. Yeah.
like
See what kind of record you could set by doing that.
Now, Robert, I don't know if you've done that kind of the same thing. They have a minute to win it where you empty a bottle like halfway. Like half the water's still in there and they have to flip it and land it.
Oh,
It is so hard.
I think I've seen that.
It
but
is
yeah,
so hard.
I've never been able to do that.
I mean, it is difficult because it constantly shifts. The,
Right.
Yeah. I'm surprised Steven hadn't done that to us.
Yeah.
As but I don't know if you saw it, Steven, how long I got.
You got a minute 51.
So Steven can talk about the ultimate chip challenge. Have you heard of it?
Oh, the one chip challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killed a kid.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's awful.
14-year-old
man.
kid.
Goodness.
And my wife was telling me about it. I'm like, I'm surprised Steven hadn't done that to me yet.
No.
You can do it now.
I mean,
Not anymore.
I might put sriracha in a donut
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you, but I'm not going to kill you.
No.
I'm guessing that social media
I
fad's
don't know
over.
why it happened.
One-chip challenge. Teen dies after taking part in viral one-chip challenge. Goodness gracious.
See, he saw it.
3 hours ago it was
I didn't
reported.
make that up.
Man.
Goodness.
Yeah, I heard that and I was like, for real?
Yeah. Harris Wallaba was
Wallaba.
found passed out at his home after eating the spicy chip at school and was later pronounced dead.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. There's no reason to do that one-chip challenge. Just don't even.
Don't do it.
I've gone to like the Pepper Palace up in Gatlinburg.
Yes.
And they have like the hottest sauce in
Yes,
the world.
I know
It says,
exactly what you're talking
dip your
about.
tortilla chip in there and then
Yes.
take a bite. Well, I dipped like 3 corners in there, and
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it lit
Got
me on
lit.
fire.
You got lit.
I had to find some ice. I couldn't find milk, so I had to ice my tongue for like 30 minutes. I made it on the wall of shame, not the wall of flame.
Is there a wall of shame?
There's a wall of flame.
That's funny. It's funny. The wall of shame. I like that. The first time I went to Cheeseburger, I don't know if it even exists. It was in Auburn, and I'm a Bama fan, but they would throw the Bama fans in the toilet. Like people's pictures were in the urinals. I'm like, this is terrible. You like
Pretty bad.
because if
Sounds
you eat
about right.
it, you get your picture everywhere. Well, that's, yeah. I'm like, I feel very violated.
All right, guys, we got 6 seconds to do some FCA
Let's
stuff,
go.
shall we?
The FCA Moment of the Week.
And Robert, I'm excited to tell you about some things going on at the amazing, the wonderful Fellowship of Christian Athletes. The
I'm excited
first
to hear
thing-
about it.
The first thing coming down is next week, Monday, September the 11th. Message from Home, Ladies Night.
Ladies' night.
Will be at Trash Panda Stadium.
Is that catered by Donato's?
It is.
Oh, man, that's some good pizza.
Donato. Is
Is
it
that how you say
Donato's
it?
or is it
I don't know.
It's Donato's.
Donato?
Yeah.
I'm
Donato.
gonna stick with Donato's.
I used to have a friend who
We're going with Robert.
He said instead of Conoco, he called it Kanoko.
Kanoko.
I'm like, really? Kanoko?
Why not?
Yep.
So, Donato's. Anyway, at Trash Panda Stadium. It's
Whose toes? Donna's toes.
Yeah,
There we
Donna's
go.
toes.
Okay.
Something, it just got even worse. Okay?
There you go. It's kind of like
Yeah.
Crappy Barber for Capybara.
That's right, yeah. So Natalie Grant will be there. It's going to be awesome. $10 and Bernie Herms. So, ladies' night, don't miss it. Don't miss it. Then Kingdom Men's Huddle, and honestly, this is going to be really good. This September, Monday, September 18th, 5:45 p.m. It's also $10, and they're also serving. Go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, that's great.
They're
That's over
serving-
there
what
at
are they
the-
serving?
at Donato's.
Donato's.
Yeah,
And the keynote speaker, David Pollock.
That's
it's
what I'm
gonna be
excited about.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a big deal, really. He's
Uh-huh.
a fantastic.
Now a huddle, that's a Bible study, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so a huddle is like a small group, usually
Right.
in your school, but
Uh-huh.
for men,
Yeah.
it's a bigger group, you know.
Okay.
Anyway,
That's awesome. That's great.
and it's also at the Trash Panda Stadium, also $10, dinner included from Donato's. We messed it up on
They're gonna be
purpose.
so mad at
Okay,
us.
yes, we're so sorry. Kinda. Okay, but anyway, we also want to tell you, last thing I want to say is if you're in a school and you're not part of a Fellowship of Christian Athletes, I just really have one question. Why?
Why?
Why not? Why not have a group of people help you share your faith, go deeper, and support you
There's nothing
in
like
your
a
highs and lows in life?
nothing like a biblical community.
It is.
Oh man, it's awesome. Love it.
Especially in your school, and I think every school in this area has a Fellowship of Christian Athletes. So I would just challenge you to be a part of that and really plug into your Fellowship of Christian Athletes. They
Do it.
are a great support system. So, Steven?
Yep. You want some music?
Yeah?
All right. Well, I would just want to tell everybody, if you're not watching the stream right
It's
now,
going to be funny.
over on Facebook,
Come on.
over on YouTube, over on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call
X.
it, then you're going to be missing out. We got some really funny videos coming up. So just
Funny.
come on over and hang out with us. But now I got Zonti with Jesus Called My Name.
I don't know if I've heard
Zonti.
him.
Oh, yeah. He's been around for a while.
So I was thinking for a group outing, Steven,
Mm-hmm.
that we could dress in dinosaur suits.
Oh,
And
that sounds like a lot of fun, actually.
and maybe go golfing if Robert would be down for it, and I think it'd look something like this.
Oh,
and
yeah. And, to really get the full effect, it's like you've got to put that Jurassic Park music in the background. It has to be there. Like when they're just coming up on the
yes.
on the sights and the sounds of what's going on there at Jurassic Park.
Yes,
and it's pretty cool stuff.
And
hey, y'all know I've never seen Jurassic Park.
Really?
Yeah.
You are missing out.
So my
man.
wife, she's so mad that I've never seen it, and I refuse to watch it.
Why?
Because I love the reaction I get from people.
Oh,
They always say, "What?"
it just
to
happened.
not watch it.
Why?
Just happened. Yeah.
Yeah, it just happened.
That's
The
fun.
highlight of my day.
Here's
Yeah.
what that would look like.
Yeah, this is us.
Welcome to Jurassic
There it is.
Let's see that one more time. I think we got to do it once more.
Here we
Here we go.
to Jurassic
How awesome would this be?
A lot of fun.
Humans are so creative.
That is
Like, how do you even come up with an idea like that?
that is absolutely what we should do as a group outing for the Varsity Radio
Hey
Show.
guys, I got an idea.
All right.
Let's all dress as dinosaurs and go play golf.
Well, that's just when dinosaurs get along harmoniously.
Yes.
But what happens when there's a dino war?
Exactly.
Something like that? Well, it looks a little something like this right here.
Oh no. This is amazing. People who make videos like this are geniuses. Yes.
He is really athletic.
Wow.
He's got several funny videos that
Steven,
are
that's
out.
amazing.
I recognize him.
Mm-hmm.
He's the same one that did everything like Speedy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everything was aggressive, super aggressive or something.
I like that.
Kind of reminded me of Yoshi, though, the way he was riding that dinosaur.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are hilarious.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I know what it is, but it deceives my mind every time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what my deal is. But I am, every time I'm like, yeah, he's doing that
Yeah.
in my head. I know better, but, you know.
Well, speaking of Yoshi, did y'all see there's a new Mario game that's coming out in October?
No.
Yeah, it's a brand new one. I got a little bit of a sneak peek for us. You want to see it?
Yes, please.
All right, let's do this thing.
New Super Mario Brothers game on the way, and it's the first completely new side-scrolling Mario game since 2012.
It's me!
It's called Super Mario Brothers Wonder, and I got to check it out before it comes out this October. Hi, I'm Arthur Geese, and I cover tech and video games for Wirecutter. As usual, you can play Super Mario Brothers Wonder with 3 other friends on the same Switch, or for the first time, you can also play with friends online. And because Super Mario Brothers Wonder is online, you can also see player shadows around the levels. However you choose to play Super Mario Brothers Wonder, one thing is really obvious. This is a weird game. Like, really strange, really fantastical, and very bizarre. Think Mario as an elephant. But it gets weirder. Each level has one of these. A Wonder Flower, which takes the weird and dials it up to 10. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is looking like a lot of fun for just about anybody who can hold a controller. But we'll have to wait till October to see if it captures that classic Mario magic.
That is wild.
I have questions about
Right?
the flower.
Uh-huh. I have questions about the elephant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
I mean, yeah.
I
it
didn't
does
think about that.
It does look amazing. My wife would like that.
Yeah.
My wife's not a video game person, but
Yeah.
she has always loved Mario.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Always. That's fantastic.
They should put him in
Steven.
a houndstooth overalls. Houndstooth overalls for the elephant.
Please.
The elephant Mario. That'd be great.
That's our only request. I
Yeah.
mean, you're going on a trip
They should have
anyway.
a video game of Mario dressed up as a dinosaur playing golf. Now that
There it is.
Yoshi could definitely be a part of that. Did you see that? Hey, did you see the Super Mario Brothers movie, the one that came out recently?
Yes.
I saw it.
It was
did?
great.
Did you see the little Yoshi reference at the very end? It looks like he's going to be a big part of the second one. What do you think?
I guess I forgot.
I don't recall it.
Yeah, Yoshi shows up at the very end of the
No.
movie. Mm-hmm.
Well, now I wish I would have seen it.
Oh, you've got to stick around for the, like, sometimes there's a mid-credit, sometimes there's a post-credit scene.
Oh, right,
You got to
yeah.
sit through and watch all
We didn't do
those
that.
names. Yeah, I always do.
They play with your emotions. Yeah, definitely Marvel's like famous.
Oh, yeah.
for it.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Then you have a lot of copycats out there doing the same thing. Sometimes you'll look out and get some of the blooper reel in the credits, and that's always fun to
Right.
watch.
Yes. Yeah, those are funny, especially when they'll do like cartoons like that, and they'll do blooper reels with the cartoons.
With the cartoons, yeah.
I think that's funny.
Didn't they do it
Yeah.
like with A Bug's Life or something, where they had a bunch of bloopers?
Oh, yeah.
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 It's the actual like animated things. Like this couldn't happen.
That's a lot of work, too, because that's people putting all their animation skills. That's a lot of time and rendering, and there's a lot of voiceover that goes into just those bloopers. So that's like its own separate production, having bloopers for something like that.
I wonder if they were really bloopers or planned bloopers.
Oh, they were planned.
Planned.
They had to have been
Yeah,
planned,
yeah.
Unless it was just an outtake that wasn't used in the movie.
And they're like, we're going to continue with this.
Sometimes they'll put those blooper reels, like, I don't know if you watched, what was it? Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantum Mania.
I saw it.
I started.
I loved the bonus scenes, the bonus footage, because it would show kind of how they did it and the green screen and the suits that the actors would wear. Yeah. It was pretty neat stuff. If you haven't checked that out, you need to see that.
Now he's got me wanting to see all the credits.
Yeah.
Things I never thought I'd want to watch.
If you have Disney Plus and you go to that Quantum Mania, you can go to the extras feature and go there and click it. It's got a few different clips of how they made the movie, and it's a lot of fun stuff.
Those are cool.
I love the Peaches song from
Oh.
Super
Yes,
Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Peaches, peaches, peaches.
Jack
peaches,
Black did a great
peaches.
job.
Yeah.
Peaches, 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 peaches. How's that go?
You got it. You nailed it.
that's
Peaches,
it.
I love you, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's 4
Have
words.
you seen? Okay, Steven. Have you seen the actual like live Jack Black version where he's wearing?
Oh yeah.
And he sings
He's wearing like
Peaches,
the Bowser suit.
but he's wearing like the
Yeah.
I know
I don't
you've
think I've
seen
seen
the
that.
suit, but he actually sings in
Oh yeah.
a mushroom or something. I'm like, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
This is truly funny.
Yeah.
I love it. But anyway, hey, we got Clutch coming up in a few
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
It's gonna be great. I'm saving some stories, but I like those inflatable dinosaur things. I think they're hilarious.
They are. They're a lot
Have
of
you
fun.
ever worn one of those?
No, but I feel like every time I go to a summer camp, some student
Somebody's
has
wearing
one.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, you've been in youth ministry long enough.
Long
You go to
time.
any youth ministry event whatsoever, something that's guaranteed to happen is at some point you'll be standing in a line and kids will randomly start yelling and coming up with the hey,
Oh, yeah.
cheers, chants that you've never heard in your life, and like, where did you come up with
Right.
that? I was bored for 5 minutes.
Well, that's pretty good, though.
I think so.
That's better than them just scrolling on their phone
Yeah,
during break. Like, do something creative and weird.
that's right.
And what's the whole thing with the colors not mixing? Explain that to
What
me.
are we talking about?
Yeah, like
sounds-
at youth
Oh,
group events,
racist.
colors don't mix.
Pink and blue.
Yeah, pink and blue. They never
No
come together.
purple.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, no,
No
purple. I
purple.
see
And
what
if
you're
they
saying
do,
there.
if the youth pastor sees any kind of a hint that that's going to
Yes,
happen, then
yes,
this
it looks
is
something like.
what happens.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I loved Ultimate Warrior.
It's got to take care of it
That's
right
true.
now. Right now.
I thought you were talking about segregation for a few seconds.
No.
Oh, I don't know if we can go there.
When is it enter? Yeah, me too. I was like, oh, so we're going there. Nope. You
blue
passed-
and pink. That's it.
Blue and
That's
pink.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
33
no.
seconds, guys.
All right, no intramural hand holding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
no man. You find a worth of a teenage boy by how many chairs he can carry. Youth ministry,
You
man.
ain't wrong. Yeah.
It's true.
These guys be bulking up in the weight room just to carry those chairs.
That's right. Got to impress the church girls.
Of course.
Almost there.
All right, 7 seconds. Brief hold, guys.
The clutch moment.
I want to start today by talking to you what I do when I'm in a slump. Because I think all of us, we go through hard times and struggles, and I just thought this would really relate. And Max Lucado, he tells the story of a bird named Chirpy. And you want to say Chirpy? It makes you feel good. Go ahead,
Chirpy.
Robert.
You know what?
Good.
That was good for my soul.
It's good for your soul. So he tells the story of a woman who had a parakeet named Chirpy, and she loved Chirpy because he was so happy, and he was a little songbird, and he liked to sing a lot. Chirpy was constantly chirping. He seemed to brighten her day until one day when she was vacuuming, she was cleaning the bottom of his cage, she accidentally sucked Chirpy into the vacuum.
Oh, no.
This is terrible. This is a terrible story. Chirpy is now having a bad day. So his owner runs to the vacuum and pulls Chirpy out, right?
Okay.
And Chirpy is dirty now because Chirpy's now in the vacuum cleaner. She pulls him out. He's alive.
With all the filth, yeah.
He's alive. So he survived. But then she washes Chirpy, okay? But the more she washes Chirpy, the worse he gets.
Huh.
Right? Sad story. I'm here. So Chirpy, she's then like, okay, I'm going to try to dry Chirpy. So Chirpy's now being dried. And she puts Chirpy back in the cage, okay? And finally, she got the bird dried and she put him back in the cage. And several days later, a friend came over and asked, how is Chirpy doing? And she says this, he's alive, but he just sits in his cage and stares out into space. She added thoughtfully, Chirpy doesn't sing much anymore. As you can imagine, Chirpy had a hard day.
Yeah, I felt like that before.
Chirpy, you know, we've all had Chirpy moments.
Chirpy moments, yeah.
And I want to say, how do we handle life when it hits us hard in the mouth, you know? And it helps my heart, Robert, and it helps me deal with my life when I read Matthew 5:45, and it says this, and that way you will be acting as true children of your Father in heaven, for he gives, listen to this, he gives his sunlight to both the evil and the good, and he sends rain on the just and the unjust alike. This is Jesus speaking right here. That does my heart good. Why do bad things happen to good people? Because rain comes to the just and the unjust.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the rain. It's about the emotional struggle right there, right? It's about everybody has bad. Jesus is like, hey, even Christians have bad days. Even good people. So how do we better roll with the punches in life? And the first thing I want to say is realize bad things and bad days happen to everyone. The scripture from Jesus that helps me is realize that all of us deal and have bad days. And honestly, sometimes bad seasons of life. So, Robert, what is your general way of dealing with bad days? How do you generally deal with the punches and rain that comes your way?
Well, there's a bunch of different ways. There's been some times I haven't dealt with it very well.
Yeah, you can talk about
that.
And
then there's some ways I have dealt with it in a healthy way. I think one of the biggest things is really, and this is pretty simple.
Yeah.
Just look at the life of Jesus.
Yeah.
If anybody had a bad day,
he did.
If anybody can sympathize and empathize with us,
he did. It
would be the Son of God. You know, I heard Dr. Tim Keller, he recently just passed, but he says that why does God allow bad things to happen to good people?
Yeah.
His answer is, I don't know, but it can't be because he doesn't love us.
Yes.
Because he died on the cross for us.
Yeah.
And so
he paid everything.
I know that's not a super clean answer, but it does give me a certain sense of peace.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is my second statement in this. How do we roll with the punches better? Find the lesson in the trial.
Yeah.
I sincerely believe that we can learn something in every struggle.
Yep.
All of us are thrown bad decks of cards, bad moments at some point of our life, Robert. If we can find the lesson in it, then we gain something from it, right? Then it's not a waste. So why is it important that we look for the lessons in our struggles?
You know, I think that if you look at it, pain and suffering, almost every time is the best teacher.
Yeah.
It's the best teacher in life. Yeah. I heard a comedian, Jerry Seinfeld, he said, pain is information rushing in to fill a void. And I thought, oh, wow, that is pretty perceptive.
That is profound also.
And I was thinking, I've been reading, this has not been the most fun, quiet times lately.
Yeah?
But I have been doing it, and that's reading through the book of Job.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to chapter 36 and verse 15.
Get you mildly depressed.
And it says, yeah. And so I got chapter 36, verse 15. The scripture says, the Lord saves the afflicted through their affliction.
Come on.
And I thought, oh, that's deep.
Good.
It caused me to
He delivers
ponder.
the afflicted by their affliction and opens their ear by adversity. That's so good.
Right, right. So it's
Thank
painful.
you, Stephen.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
But, the older you get, the more you look back and you go, as awful as those situations were, I wouldn't really trade them.
Yeah.
Yeah, very valuable.
Because, when you're looking back at it, and I know I say this a lot, but one of my favorite Nick Saban quotes that I heard him do in an interview, he said, from winning, you don't learn a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
From losing, you learn a lot.
A lot, yeah.
I learn a lot. It's my inadequacies are being shined upon. I have to deal with that loss.
Mm-hmm.
I have to deal with that failure. So the third thing I want to say is always find something to sing about. In other words, chirpy. I'm just referring to chirpy. But always find something to sing about. See, if you can look for the good in every situation, you can find the hope of God. This is hard sometimes.
It is.
But I often say this in my head. I read a book one time called The 4-8 Principle.
Yeah,
and
I've heard of that.
Philippians 4:8, whatever's good, whatever's holy, whatever's pure, think about those things. And as I was thinking about those things, it helps me so much realize Paul's sitting in a jail cell. He's chained to a wall. He's not at the height of his, he's not like at the height of his ministry, like, this is great, this is wonderful. No, he's probably smelling the worst smells of his life.
Yeah.
Hurting and pain, but he says these amazing statements. Whatever's good, whatever's pure, whatever's holy. I think he's doing this right here. I'm looking for the good in every situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, Robert, why is it important that we focus on the good things even when everything around us seems to be falling down?
Well, hope gives us an endurance.
Yes.
And hope gives us a perseverance. And hope, the biblical hope is certain.
Yeah.
And so with the way we use the word hope a lot of times, it's very uncertain. I hope Alabama wins.
Yeah.
Or if you're a single guy out there, I hope she says yes when I ask her out.
Yes.
But we're not sure, although this weekend we were probably sure Alabama was going to win.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying.
Pretty sure.
But when we see the word hope in the New Testament specifically, it's a certain hope. It's a promise. God's promises are good, and God's promises are true.
Love it. And us as a community in the last few days, Marshall County, we lost somebody. And it's I know it's been a struggle for our community. I see so many people mourning, but Julius J.J. Staten, and as the Varsity Radio Show dealing with athletes, we just want to say, hey, we as this community have been praying for you, for your family, for the Albertville Aggies. We're there for you. And it doesn't go unnoticed. I know me and Robert are both youth pastors, so we know what's going on. But, hey, in a minute, I just want to pray over that. As Stephen says in the morning, I want to join our faith with the Albertville Aggie community and with the Staten family. And no, hey, when you hurt, we hurt, And God's there. God's in the midst of the situation. Nothing we can say right now will fix anything.
Right. Jesus weeps.
Yes.
He weeps with us.
Yeah.
Nobody knows better what it's like to lose a close family member
Than
or
him.
friend than God himself. Yep.
Yeah. And so, hey, let's pray right now. God, we come to you and we pray, God, for this Marshall County community, but more specifically for the Albertville Aggies and the loss that they've had with Julius Staten. God, I pray for the family. I pray, God, for the school system. I pray for the youth pastors, for the parents and the siblings. God, I pray, God, that you would bring absolute peace and you would bring comfort in this time where there doesn't seem to be much comfort. God, you're a good God. and you're still there, and we need to feel you right now, God. I pray that you would be there with that family and with that community in school. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Stephen.
88.5 JFM.
Thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
Roberto,
I guess I better head to the house.
I understand. I just appreciate you doing that much with it.
That's always
So-
fun. I wish I could do it more. Actually, I'm on to do a little more now. A little more freedom.
A little more singing and dancing time for Robert. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so
man.
much.
Y'all have a good one.
We will. We will. Hey, there's the girls. Awesome. Hey, will you tell them where that food is real quick? Yeah, it's in that multi-purpose room. And then talking with Steven, so he's telling them. You got it, Steven. There you are.
There we go.
I know that's a hard subject, but man, you know, we get to be a part in a special way of athletes, and
Yeah.
I know my heart since I've read this. It's hard because I do youth ministry. I know you have before, for us not to notice that.
Yeah.
And so, hey, we're there for you. And so, Steven, I
Yeah.
know you got some stuff you can throw up there.
Oh, you know
So-
I do.
Because you're the man, obviously.
So,
It's,
I know that we've been talking a little bit about Alabama football.
Yes,
So
Lord.
I thought, well, let's talk a little bit about these questions that Nick Saban keeps getting asked. And,
I love his interviews, don't you?
I do.
He's so good.
He's so snarky sometimes.
He is. It's great. That's the best ones. All right, leave me alone.
Here's a little bit of that, how that sounds.
Yeah. I don't have to
I think
answer you.
tonight's positive performance will help him moving forward to next week and beyond.
And who is that?
Jalen Milrow, positive performance, how they'll help him build towards.
So you're asking me to speculate, and I answer a hypothetical question about how some guy's going to perform in the future. I don't really know. I mean, I love him. I think he's doing well. I know he's working hard to try to improve. He's a good competitor. He'll do everything he can to play his best. But I don't have. This is a Coke bottle. It's not a crystal ball. How do you think he'll play?
Yes.
You have any idea?
Oh, my God.
Hard to know. It's what we all strive for, though. I mean, we want everybody to play well, and we're going to try to prepare them the best way we can. But that's why you play the games.
Steven, he's getting better in his older age.
He's just not given much more of a care. It's like he gives less and less
He's like-
as he
he's-
gets older.
He's like, I don't care what you think about me.
He's like,
I don't
guys,
have to answer you.
this is not new to me. I know what kind of questions you're going to ask me. You keep asking them. I keep responding this way. It's not going to get better for you. So stop it.
This is you know what? Okay, I know Nick Saban's not political, but would he not be the funniest press secretary of all time? He would be absolutely amazing.
That would be great.
You know, if I ever am president, and it's not going to happen, but if I was, Nick Saban would be my press secretary. I love his answers.
good stuff.
Speaking of Alabama football,
Sure.
last year Texas they were petty,
Oh, yeah, they were.
and they did this terrible thing. They
It was
put
awful.
the 400 member
Terrible.
Alabama Crimson Tide $1 Million Band. They put them in the highest bleachers, upper deck, as far away from the field as they could.
Yep.
And so Alabama, because they're such a gracious team, has returned the favor, and they're sticking the Texas band, seat the Texas fans and band exclusively in the upper deck of Bryant Denny. I think that's hilarious.
To the nosebleeds with you.
What do you think about that?
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Turnabout's fair play.
I
That's what they
mean-
say.
And somebody said it. They put it like this: Is Nick Saban are they being petty
Right.
or strategic? Nick Saban never does anything unless it's strategic.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. You think he had something to do with this?
I mean, I think it's hilarious.
You think it was his call, or do you think somebody else? in the
I think it was
program?
somebody else.
I'm
I don't.
gonna have to do some digging.
You know what I think?
What?
Nick Saban has far more important things to do than think about that.
He does.
But at the same time, He may have had something to do with it.
Oh, have you looked at
He may.
ticket prices for these Alabama games?
Yes.
I have looked all over the place. These things are way expensive.
Nosebleed starting
Oh.
for this Texas game, almost $200 a ticket.
About the cheapest ones I could find, about $59 a ticket to the
Really?
Razorbacks. That's the
Oh, the
Razorbacks game,
Razorback.
but that's like in October.
I thought
right?
you were talking about this Texas one.
No.
I think this Texas one's going to be one of the best ones.
Uh-huh.
I love. Is it a night game? Do we have a time on that
It's,
game?
I believe, 7 o'clock coming up this
good.
Saturday, yeah.
There's nothing better. I tell you what, I didn't think they could, but there's nothing better than a night game at Bryant Denny now. It is 7 o'clock.
Yep.
It's a night game at Bryant Denny.
Yeah.
They're really cool with those LED light shows now.
I'd love to go. I've never actually been to the stadium before.
I've been to, and it was 2010, and then when I first got here in 2016, so they hadn't installed the new lighting system.
Yeah.
And 2010, I went when they didn't even have the south end zone or something like. Well, they had just built it.
Yeah.
And it was great, but imagine how awesome it would be now. If you've ever seen the stadium, I want to be a part of that. I've never been to an SEC game. I've always been to the cheap,
Cupcake games?
Yeah, the ones they're going to win.
Like MTSU?
Yeah. And I got to see Jalen Hurts play.
Yeah.
I got to see Mark Ingram walk in and Julio Jones. That was cool.
Yeah. Well, that Cupcake game actually did some good for the Tide. Have you noticed the rankings?
Yes.
Yeah, so the coaches poll right now, Alabama is sitting at number 3.
Yes.
And I thought this was really cool.
Why is Michigan at number 2?
Right? Right?
And that's what I want to know.
This is the coaches poll. And then you've got ESPN put this one out. And this is the College Football Power Index, right?
Yeah.
And, I guess who's sitting at the top of that one?
Come on, somebody.
Oh, Roll Tide.
Well, and I'm going to say this. I think the issue was the week before, why did we start number 4? Because everybody was worried about the quarterback.
Right.
I think that's clear. I don't think there's any other reason. But after that game with that guy, my favorite article post, I don't know if you kept seeing this, was Nick Saban, that explains the smile he's been having.
Right.
That explains a lot.
Did you see the whooping that Florida State gave the LSU Tigers?
I know. I totally didn't.
45-24?
I didn't expect that.
Oh, my gosh.
And I don't know if you picked this up. I guess this was last night. The Clemson Tigers got beat.
Oh, Dabo Sweeney. What happened?
By Duke.
My gosh.
First time since 2004.
Unreal.
And,
Unreal.
I was saying to somebody the other day, Steven, the Clemson gets to win every year because they don't have any competition.
Right.
And I have to issue a formal apology and say, I was wrong. Thank you, Duke, for showing us.
There you go. There's been some speculation saying when Saban's done at Alabama, is Dabo Sweeney going to come and be the new coach?
Yeah.
And
you know
for
who
a
I
while,
want now.
I thought he'd be a good option, but after a performance like that, I'm not so sure.
I don't want him anymore.
All right.
My favorite pick now is Deion Sanders.
Ooh. Coach Prime.
Deion Sanders.
Man, he is full of inspiration.
He is the one I want to take Nick Saban's position.
Do you see the whooping that his Colorado boys put on
TCU?
Oh, my gosh. It was unreal.
And you're right. He's very inspirational.
Oh, did you see any of the press conference after the fact when he was taking questions?
No.
Oh, yeah, one of the reporters, before he could even ask a question, Prime looked at him and said, "So, you change your mind now? Did you change your mind now?" And he couldn't answer the question. And Prime was like, he was having fun with this guy.
This is all I'm saying. This is all I'm saying. Offer Deion Sanders Alabama after Saban's there.
Yeah.
Unlimited money, unlimited resources with his attitude and his ability. And I think you got another 5 or 6 national championships.
I think you're right.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Him being able to hire anybody he wants, having those recruiting class. Can you imagine what he would do? He's one of the only people I think, either him or Kirby Smart are the only 2 people I think could continue Nick Saban's legacy.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
There's my vote.
I got you.
You say what you want. I love Prime.
I'm not sure how things are looking for Auburn right now. Hugh Freeze era, this first game, always cupcake games.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I'm going to have to watch them.
Well, and I will say this. Alabama used to do a really hard first game.
Yeah.
Really hard first game. And they've quit doing that. And I I like the really hard first game.
Of course.
I think you proved something.
You do.
Speaking of things to prove, there's this video that I sent the Braves. They're really strong right now, but this is a pitcher that me and you watched growing up. He was amazing. His name was Greg Maddux, and he was talking about one of the greatest home run hitters of all time, Barry Bonds. Yeah. And I thought this was funny, so I wanted to show it too.
Let's do it.
Well, you know what? Actually, though, he was like the easiest guy in the world to pitch to because if it mattered, you just walked him. I mean, to me, he was a guy. I mean, he was he was so much better than all the other hitters in the game that you got to pick your fights. You know, you got to get 27 outs. You got to know where they are. You know, they're not going to be with him. So, you go pick on the other 8 guys and see if you can't, kind of find them that way.
What'd you think about that?
I think that's hilarious.
I know, right?
Because the only thing I will say about Barry Bonds, did they not catch him with steroids?
Ooh, I can't talk to it because I haven't. That's so old news.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and refresh. But yeah.
All right.
Cool.
I know you think we're gonna be like serious sports. You're like, I got nothing to go. I see it on your face, but no, that's not how this show works. We're about to have fun. So, who's Allie? Me. Allie, what's up? Chastity. Chastity, I am so excited to hear an inhaled burp. I have been so excited. I am asking that. And you said you don't have any abilities or talent. I don't buy it.
I mean, I guess I do, but I guess it's like a normal thing. So
what is it?
I don't know. It's like everything's a normal thing to me.
Everything's a normal thing.
Like everything I do is normal to me.
Awesome.
So it's not like interesting to me.
This is going to be a fun show. I can tell already. Thank you so much for coming, by the way.
Thank you for
having us.
Okay. So let the fun begin. Y'all don't have any nerves, do you?
Not really.
Did y'all have Charburger? Did you enjoy that?
Yes.
Did I get it right?
Yes, sir.
Good. I got your drink right, too, I think.
Yes, you did.
Good. Steven, make them laugh.
Okay, sure. So I've been thinking about this. Y'all ever... Now, I'm going to tell I'm a little girl here for a second, okay?
Go ahead.
Because recently, she was in the lunchroom at Arab Elementary School. And while she was in said lunchroom, she decided to play a little food at another kid. Right?
Said lunchroom.
It was awful. Terrible. But girls, have you ever played with your food at the lunchroom at the school lunchroom or school cafeteria?
Be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have? Ever been part of a food fight?
No.
No?
I have.
All right. So what's the weirdest thing that you've ever done with food there in the lunchroom?
Probably mixed foods.
Yeah, mixed foods. And make
you're one of those that, like your food can't mix?
Yeah, I just mix it.
Mix it up?
Yeah,
so what's your favorite things to mix
can-
together?
It's just whatever's left over.
For me, it's like mashed potatoes and corn. They just go together. I don't know what it is.
No.
So, but anyway.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to, like when you have popcorn and you throw a kernel into somebody else's mouth, you kind of catch it with your mouth? Y'all ever done that before with popcorn, like at the theater or something like that? Just try to catch it,
Yeah, I done it last weekend.
Oh, last weekend. Okay, well, what
She's very new to this.
What would you think about doing that with mashed potatoes?
Come on.
What do you think?
Your whole face would be covered.
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that? Well, this is what it would look like.
Here we go. Oh, wow! Wow! I wonder if she knew that was coming.
Oh, she did. She was ready.
Wow! Steven.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I know, right? So good.
So I was at a junior high, and I'm a youth pastor, and so I was visiting some junior high kids not around here. This is when I started, and we were hanging out, and I'm just eating with the kids, and all of a sudden they're like, "We're about to start a food fight." I'm like, I ain't part of none of that. And they just start slinging food, and the whole thing, the whole place is going crazy till the administration busts in. Stop it! Stop it! It was crazy. But anyway, so I'm sorry that y'all have never gotten to be a part of a real food fight. But so what are some fun things that y'all do as a team? Fun things outside of practice?
Most of our fun stuff happens in practice.
Yeah.
We'll do like challenges that Coach has seen on TikTok and she'll record us.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like?
like the worm thing that we
Yeah.
had to do. It's like she rolled the ball under us, and we had to like do the worm to get over it.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all are going to have to send those videos to him. We got to see that. That's cool. I'm going to let him introduce you to... We got 4 minutes before we do your interview. But I'm going to let him introduce you my favorite video, Rockstar, as soon as he's in here. Tell me you have some Rockstar.
Of course I do.
You do. Absolutely.
And Creepy Dave.
And Creepy Dave. So, why don't you introduce our friends to
Little
these two?
Rockstar?
Yeah, Little Rockstar, my favorite.
We can do that. Yeah, good stuff. This is Rockstar with the pug.
Huh? What?
What are you doing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
In your bed.
Who? Don't blame that on me. I ain't do all that over there. You trying to blame all that on me? I ain't do none of that stuff over there. Don't blame that on me. I ain't do that.
Y'all enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do y'all have pets?
Yes.
You do? What kind?
I have one border collie.
Oh, cool. What's its name?
His name's Doc.
Doc. Nice.
You got one, Allie?
I have a pit bull, a Australian Shepherd, and then another dog.
3 dogs.
Got dumped at my house.
Oh.
Got what?
Dumped at my house.
Yeah,
Dumped.
It happens.
Sad.
It does. But you took them in, and you're giving them love and making sure they're fed. And
living the dream now.
That's huge. It really is. Yeah. Hey, do you like interesting animals?
Oh, Creepy Dave.
Yeah, Creepy Dave. You ever heard of Creepy Dave, the Creepy Dave Animal Show?
I haven't.
Oh, it's great.
You haven't? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So last week we shared one. It's pit bulls.
Yeah.
It was pits. What do you call it? Pits and bulls.
Yeah,
That's what he
yeah.
calls them.
Yeah.
So this week we have giraffes. You want a really
Giraffes.
cool explanation of a
I
giraffe?
so want to hear this.
Here's what that sounds like.
Today, his best favorite animal is called Griffophus. Griffophus' face looked like if a cow had like a vacuum attached to his butthole and sucked out all the meat in his face parts. On top, there are 2 like cartoon bumps. It's for the monkeys to hold on to when they ride them. Griffophus walk real cool. It's like, don't care. If you play backward, look like someone in leopard leggings with a really nice butt. Drink waters. Griffophus bend down kind of like a person trying to pick up a quarter. Spread the legs for balance. Because they're so tall, Griffophus are vulnerable to many things. Like get hit in face by birds. Or if, like, people forget to clean up their volleyball nets. It is a tangled mess. It's how most of them die. Not holes. They can fall in holes. It's okay. Their heads stick out. These are the best animal. Okay, bye. Come on, monkeys. Let's ride. Creepy Dave. And show. Okay.
Wow.
He's one of my favorite creators.
They're
on
allowed
TikTok
to
right
fall
now.
in holes.
Yeah.
Because their heads will stick out.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah.
These two play volleyball, and this isn't volleyball, but it's a really giant-sized tennis.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to see if these guys would do this. This
Looks
game
like
right here.
A lot of fun.
What do you think, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Would you play that?
Yes.
Yeah. In a heartbeat, right?
Definitely.
So fun. So, I think that's all my videos. I know you got more, Steven.
Sure, yeah. I've got a little bit more. So, y'all ever watch? Now, tell me, girls, do y'all have little brothers, little sisters?
I have a little sister.
I'm
Okay.
the youngest.
Okay, so you're the youngest. Okay, so for
The
your
baby.
little sister, how old is your little sister?
14.
Oh, 14. Okay. Well, it's not very much younger than you are right now, but we'll go with it. So, let's see. Do you ever watch Disney Channel?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Have you ever seen this show with these? It's this dog family. It's called Bluey. You ever seen it before?
No.
Yes.
I have.
You have?
I
Yes.
have.
Cool. So you know, like the theme song. It's really a lot of fun. But I came across a punk rock band who did the theme,
No.
and I wanted to play it for you. So
see.
here you go. I love it. They should use that.
You've
from time to
never,
time.
Allie, you've never seen Bluey.
Never.
Oh, you're missing out. It's so good.
I don't even know what to say.
As a parent, I enjoy it. My daughter, she's almost 9. She loves the show. There's something for everybody there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, Chastity's favorite subject is math.
Oh.
We're going there.
Yeah.
And her favorite movie, Scream. I've got a question about that. And some questions. And Allie, what's your favorite movie, Allie?
The Hill.
The Hill.
Is that a new one?
It is a new one.
I thought so. The new Christian movie, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Cool.
I think I've seen that.
It's like brand new, too.
Brand new.
Yeah.
That's why I hadn't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But she likes English. Prepositions. Yeah.
I don't speak good English. I don't have proper grammar, but I like English.
What's your favorite subject in math? Chastity,
Just any algebra.
I'm envious
So
of you,
you're algebra.
Chastity.
See, I don't think that letters and numbers should mix. I'm good with shapes, but letters and
Yes.
numbers together, I have a real hard time with.
I like it just because it comes easy to me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She's one of those few people.
So is that playing a little bit of a role in what you're choosing to do at the next stage of your life? When you if you go to college, are you planning to do something that's really math heavy?
Not really. I plan to go into esthetician and
Oh.
then realtor.
Okay, so what do you do as that? Because I can't say it.
It's like it's focuses around skin. You get facials and stuff like that.
Ah, nice. Cool.
Nice.
Okay. Well, tell you what. Let's get this athlete interview underway on the radio.
Let's do it.
Y'all game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you nervous still? You're not nervous, are you?
I'm not.
Okay, good. We tried to warm you up a little bit.
Yeah.
So here we go, y'all. About 3 seconds, and we'll hit it.
The Varsity Athlete Interview.
So excited to have Chastity Walker and Allie Purcell.
Purcell.
I tried. I was close. From now on, you shall be known as Chastity and Allie. Chastity and Allie. And both of these girls play volleyball for the Brindlee Mountain Lions. This is Chastity's senior year. Is your junior year? Correct. I got it. I'm doing so good. And we're so excited to have you here. But tell me this. When did you start volleyball? When did you know it's something you wanted to do?
You want to go first?
I will. I started in 7th grade.
7th grade.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. When did you know you were good?
Probably 7th grade.
So good. Did you have like a defining moment where you just slammed down the ball in somebody's face one time? Like you had a really good start. What happened?
I think I had good digs, and then that's when I started setting my 7th grade year, and it just clicked for me.
Awesome. So explain that setter position.
You position the balls for the hitters.
Awesome. All right. Allie, tell me. You started what grade?
In 7th grade.
7th grade.
Because my friends at ARAB talked me into it.
They talked you into it. Awesome. And so, are you glad that you started?
I am.
Is it fun?
It is very fun. I like it with my team right now because I feel like more as a team and I don't feel like singled out or anything. I feel like we're a pretty good sport family.
It's because of Chastity, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to need a deeper definition for that in a minute. But Allie, what position do you play?
I play right side, so I'm always in Chastity's way.
Always in her way. Explain how you get in her way for us simple people who don't understand.
Okay, so the setter's on the right side as well. So if I'm down trying to pass the ball or I think Chastity's not going to get to it in time, and she never calls for help, which is okay because she's determined to get there, and I'm just ready to pass it for somebody to hit it, and here comes Chastity and plows me over almost every time.
That's right. Are you okay over there, Chastity?
Yes, sir.
Is that all accurate?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got a quick question.
Yeah.
How important are the knee pads in volleyball?
That's a good question.
Very.
Yeah, I think it's very important.
I mean, you're down on, you have to slide and all kinds of other stuff. If those pads weren't there, I imagine it'd be kind of hurtful, right?
Yeah, I've had plenty of core burn, even with knee pads.
Me
on.
too.
Really?
Mhm.
Well, see, my little girl, she's almost 9, and she's playing right now. And actually, we got practice tonight. But they play a little differently. They have all the kids come in and kind of rotate. After somebody serves, if they serve it well, they can serve it well for 5 times in a game, and then it rotates. So the next person comes in, and they go ahead and and they serve the ball. But everybody kind of rotates from position to position to position. It's really a lot of fun to watch them, but watching their minds work together and figure out how to pass the ball to each other. I know it's something that comes later on as you play, as you progress in this sport, but how hard was that to kind of get this rhythm down of, hey, we've got like 3 chances to make this thing go the other way? What is it like? Is it a little bit of a head game or what?
I think it has a lot to do with head games, especially when you have a big competitor going up to hit against you, and you have to angle your body and make sure you get a good pass for your setters.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a lot of pressure.
Cool.
So what's the hardest thing in volleyball for you? The hardest part of it?
I honestly would say receiving to pass the ball.
Receiving.
I agree.
Same thing.
Yes.
What's the struggle in that?
I think just getting in line with the hitter and making sure you're in the right position to dig the ball and get it where it needs to be.
That's good. So both of y'all have Elizabeth Martin as your coach. I want to hear a definition of what kind of coach Miss Martin is and how she might have helped you progress. I'm enjoying the laughter and the eye
I
looks.
feel like Coach Martin, she's not only a coach. I mean, yes, she is very tough on us, but she wants us to be our best. But she's also there for us to help us through anything, or if we have a question, she'll demonstrate with us. She plays with us when we don't have enough. She's a really good coach.
Yeah, she lets us have a lot of fun. She's crazy.
She is crazy.
She's crazy.
Define that.
She's just silly with her jokes and her demonstrations with things.
Just fun.
She makes it fun.
And I noticed Allie, I can't remember how many sports. I've got Allie's profile here. You play 4 sports.
I took a year off of softball last year, but I'm playing again this year.
So I'm going to ask the hard question. What's your favorite sport?
Basketball.
Basketball. Mabry.
Yes.
Mabry.
Mabry.
Why basketball?
I don't know. I've always loved basketball since I was little, like before I could even play.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Basketball is just something. I have a bad temper.
No.
When I get mad.
We got to ask about that in a minute.
When I get mad, it's just basketball is really relieving to me.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't get mad, do you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Chastity, is volleyball that you play the only sport you play?
Yes, I used to play other sports, but I just stuck with volleyball.
You just do really good in volleyball.
Yes, sir.
What does volleyball do for you?
It gives me a place just to escape my emotions and everything like that. And then I have my team and my girls. We're all like a big family, especially with the young girls coming up. They just make it so much more enjoyable.
Tell me about that. Tell me about the family aspect and characteristics of your team that you really enjoy.
I think we're all really goofy, and we all like to joke around.
Yeah. We all like the same things, and it's 3 seniors. I'm the only junior, and then a bunch of sophomores.
Yeah, they're all sophomores.
So how many seniors?
There's 3 of us.
3. Wow. Do you feel the weight of that responsibility?
Yes, definitely.
For this team, so you've been on the team since 7th grade.
Yes, sir.
So which team has been your favorite?
Definitely this year's team.
What makes it different?
I think with all the girls coming up, we don't have any cliques. We're all just one big team, and we all get along. With other past years, there's been just certain people that just doesn't click, and it's just been hectic. But this year, everybody gets along, and we're all one big, happy, goofy family.
All right, I'm going to start with Allie and come back to you, Chastity. Tell me one of your favorite game moments, one that just sticks in your head. It could be good or bad. It could be a win or a loss, but one that's hard to shake.
Okay, last year when we were at Super Regionals, this girl she hits really, really hard. Well,
you didn't get mad, did you, Allie?
No, I didn't get I didn't get mad. But she hit me right on the top of my head.
Ow.
Yeah, ow. And I don't know, it's everybody, our whole school pretty much was there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I guess it didn't really embarrass me, but it was why are you laughing at me?
Yeah.
At least I stood there.
Stop laughing.
Yeah.
I took that like a woman right there.
I mean, it knocked me down, but...
You got back up.
Yeah, and then Coach Martin took me out.
Making sure you didn't have a concussion, I'm guessing.
Yeah. It was pretty rough.
Yeah, it was really rough.
Chastity, Tell me about a memorable game, a memorable loss, win, loss, whatever. But I want to hear something that stands out in your mind.
I think a memorable play was honestly this past season. We were all down and we were all going after the ball, and I was down, and it was that last ball we had to get it over, and I came up from the ground and dove again and got it over. It was just really nice play.
It's awesome. So it like replays in your head over and over and over again.
Yes.
So what's the farthest y'all made it?
The second game in Super Regionals.
Who were you playing?
That game, it was 5.
5. Wow. And so that's incredible. And so what do you, honestly, with the team unity and all that, how far do you think this team can go?
I think we can go really far this
Our
year.
goal is to not only make it to state, but win state. We have a good mindset this year.
Awesome. It sounds like a close team.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot. So,
hey, speaking of teams, I wonder, do y'all do a lot of stuff off the court too, or is it just mainly on the court?
That's what I want to know. Yeah.
A lot of us do hang out outside of school.
Yeah? What kind of stuff do you like to do together?
Swim.
Yeah, we swim.
Nice. All right. I know that volleyball has a lot to do with power, conditioning. I imagine there are a lot of laps that are run before every practice.
We used to have to run
Yeah?
all the time, but we started like different drills instead of running.
Cool.
For conditioning.
Okay, conditioning and making sure you have that endurance to go through those long matches. Now, when you do play, see, I'm kind of new to volleyball, so this whole idea of a game being 2 sets that my daughter's a part of anyway, they play to 25 on 2 sets, and if they each win one of those, they play on a third set to 15. How does it work in high school? Is it similar?
Yes. For regular matches, it's best 2 out of 3, and then
Okay.
for area matches, it's best 3 out of 5.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Now, when you're out there on the court, I've noticed that there are some chants, there are some cheers, there are some things that go on that court that kind of show what kind of chemistry the team has. So can you tell us about maybe a couple of those that you just, it's like second nature?
Yes,
At
please.
this particular moment, we're going to scream this together. Tell us about that.
I definitely would say our ace cheer, because we've had different ones over the years, but we stuck with one this year, and we changed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But Coach always says we sound like monkeys, so I guess that's why it sticks.
Nice.
Can you give us a little sample of it?
Please.
Allie, you got it.
You got it with me.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Come on, y'all got this.
All right.
It's loud.
We got to stand up, though.
Okay, you can stand up.
Okay.
I'll widen these cameras out. Let's see. Gotta
Ready?
get them
Oh,
wide.
we're waiting on him.
All right, hold on one second. I'm
gotta do it.
almost there.
Close.
Okay.
Hold on one second, and I got you both wide, and I can now see you both. So let's do this thing.
All right, ready? Ace! Woo! You forgot your
Yeah,
clap.
I did.
She didn't do that right.
Did you intentionally forget your clap?
Well, we have
Chassie, you did. You did. I know you did.
Like, we have the one where we go, ace, hoo, 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 and then we have, ace, hoo, and Chastity likes us to sound like a man when we do
Oh,
it.
definitely.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. What does a man sound like?
She's like, oh.
I'm just saying. I'm just wondering.
Gotta have that really deep
That's
voice,
right,
huh?
deep. Talk to me. Whatever. But anyway, yeah, that's awesome. I tell you what, we're gonna take a quick music break, but we're going over to Facebook Live, and we will be back with some funny questions. We're gonna learn about hobbies, secret talents, all the fun things. It'd be great.
Here's Lecrae with Spread the Ops right here on the Varsity Radio Show. Turn it up. All right, we're back.
So, Allie at the lake. You like to hang out at the lake.
Yeah, I like to hang out at the lake with my family.
And what's your hobby?
I hang out with my friends and my family.
Awesome. So what kind of places do y'all hang out to? You go swimming at the lake, at the pool? What is...
Well, I have a pool at my house.
Okay.
Usually my family comes over, my friends, and we'll just hang out there.
Chastity's house.
We all pretty much live right by each other.
Yes.
That's cool. That's cool. How do you feel about your school? You excited? You school spirit?
I think now that Mr. Allen has came and made some adjustments that it's a lot better than I first moved there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to get better, but I think it'll take more time. Like, after I graduate, I think things will get rolling for the best.
Now, you say it's getting better. Tell us what it's getting better from. Tell us what standard you're talking about. How have you seen things improve?
The discipline.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
when kids get in trouble, there is more punishments now, and I
Yeah.
think that they are actually teaching the kids like, you know what's wrong, don't do it.
And
Gotcha.
then we have more school spirit. They put up banners for our school and around it. Before we didn't have anything up, and now we have Brindlee Mountain on everything.
So there's a lot of school spirit, especially this volleyball and football season then.
We're trying to build a student section.
Yeah? Nice.
Make it more fun, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So cool fact, Steven.
Yeah.
Allie can crochet.
Ooh. Wow.
What's the coolest thing you've ever made?
Well, I had to learn how to
Had
crochet.
to? Why had?
Because I had a class, and I don't even remember what that class was called.
It
I
was
crocheted
very
a
important.
hat.
It was very important. A hat. What kind of hat?
Like a boggin.
Boggin.
Who did you give it to?
My teacher.
And
Nice.
does she wear it?
I don't know.
Oh, you're gonna have
How
to remind
dare her.
You're gonna have to remind her to wear it this coming up.
I don't
this-
ever see her.
Oh, really? Okay. What grade?
What grade does she teach?
Yeah, what grade does she teach now?
She teaches all of high school.
No,
All
Miss
of-
Sterling.
okay.
Oh no,
She went to the middle school?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Or the primary?
Yeah, she went to primary.
Primary.
So what's it like being at Brindlee Mountain? I noticed that they have the young kids there too. They got the middle school, they got the high school. It's like all these kids all together. How does that feel, having all different generations at one place?
I like it.
Yeah?
I think it's a little frustrating with the halls getting crowded,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like the people that play sports, all the little kids run up to us and be like, hey, like, they just want to talk to us. So that kind of makes me feel good. I don't know about Chaz. But
yeah.
Did you say Chas?
Yeah.
All right,
like
guys,
that.
we got 4 seconds.
All
Ready to
right.
come back to radio?
Yes.
Here we go.
We're back here with Chas and Allie. So she said that. Anyway, I found out something really cool about Chassie. Really cool. She's got a skill I've never heard. So we're gonna let her do that for us. Because she's amazing. And so Chassie, why don't you, what is it called?
It's an inhale burp.
Can you show us and maybe, I don't know,
Yeah.
teach us? I don't know.
I
how
can't
this,
do it.
Hold on.
can you do it?
I can't.
I tried to teach her last year, but
Is it-
it
At the
didn't
beach.
work.
This is going to be great.
Okay.
It's for you, Radio World. Oh! Wow! I don't even know how that works.
Can you do that in your ABCs?
No, I can out burp in the ABC.
That's the next
It just
level.
takes some time.
She can
So-
make herself burp on command.
Oh.
Yeah, you can.
It's bad.
Yeah. You can. All right, you're up. What you got? I
don't know.
I'm just joking. So let's go to this. Tell me about a funny or an embarrassing moment that's happened to you. It can be in the locker room. It can be on the court. It could be in the on the bus ride to a game. Tell us some of those stories. Those are the ones people really want to hear.
I already told mine.
Radio, so you getting hit in the head?
Yeah. Last year, me and Chastity literally tackled each other on the court.
Oh, wow.
And we neither one got the ball.
Was that purposely?
No.
No.
So, do you guys take a bus to your games, to your away games?
Yes, sir.
We do.
Okay, cool. So, do y'all enjoy singing together? Got some really nice harmonies on the bus?
good.
Ever bust out a tune while you're on the bus?
It sometimes.
It depends.
Okay. I got you. Is there any song in particular you can't stand to be sung and people do it just to get on your nerves? On the bus?
Not really.
No? Okay.
There was one.
Oh, what
last
was
year.
it?
There was
I
one.
I think it was because it was on repeat the
Yeah.
whole bus ride.
Okay.
It was probably Party in the USA.
It was Party in the
Yeah.
USA.
That was so annoying. I can't listen to that more than twice. It's crazy.
More
Yeah.
than twice.
Party in the USA.
More than-
That's old
I
school
can only
Miley
listen
Cyrus,
to it
right?
more than twice.
That is awesome. You know, when I was coming up, it was always the song that never ends.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember.
Lamb chop play
Yeah.
along.
I don't know what that
Oh, y'all don't remember
And
that.
the newest one now, I imagine
Torture.
you probably, I know you've heard this. Maybe it's not been used against you yet, but Baby Shark.
Yes.
Yes.
That will get in your head.
Yeah,
will not
Steven
leave.
corrupted
I
my
like that.
first child with that song.
I introduced him to it. He
Yeah.
loved it. And
He did.
yeah, you know,
It
it stuck.
He did. He loved it. But anyway, is it you, Chastity, your favorite movie is Scream?
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that. Why is Scream your favorite
I don't know. I just got on a scary movie binge, and I guess that series just stuck with me. I haven't watched the show, though, but I've watched all the movies.
I had no idea there was a show. There we go. I didn't know that.
Isn't it new?
Yeah, it's new, though.
And so The Hill is your favorite movie. Tell us about that one.
I don't, it's about a kid that, well, I'm going to spoil it for people. But anyways, it's about a kid that wears these leg braces because he can't walk right. And he finally gets them off, and he's supposed to go into the major leagues. Well, right before he goes into the major leagues, he breaks his ankle. And then something about his legs not developing right makes him, not be able to walk again, but he eventually makes it because it's his goal. And his dad the whole time was telling him, no, no, no. And he just pushed through it, and he got what he wanted.
So, Allie, you say your biggest inspiration is your mom. Tell us about your mom.
She's mean. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. She's a great mom. I know people say that, just to say that, but my mom is actually a really good mom. She's always there for me. She's my #1 supporter. She won't miss a game.
Yeah.
She's always screaming in the stands, even for all of us, not even just for me.
Wow.
Now, Ali, you're talking about your mom. I want to know about that little sister of yours because I see on your
questionnaire. Yes, I was going to that next.
Your questionnaire here, your little sister is who athletically inspires you because you're scared if you don't work hard enough, she's going to be better than you? What?
That's right.
That's what I wanted to read.
Wow. So
explain that.
Do you ever play against each other and see who's better? Or
all the time.
Really?
Yes.
Tell us a little more about that. Now, is this just in volleyball or is this in other sports too?
We pretty much play all of the same sports. She took a year off of volleyball this year to focus on softball and basketball.
Okay.
Which I think personally she's going to go really far in softball. She's really dedicated. She's probably one of the most dedicated kids, younger kids than me I know.
Wow.
Cool. Chastity, I see that your mom and dad inspire you. Why don't you tell us about them?
They've always just worked hard, and they've broke their family's tradition, basically, of just settling for everything. But they didn't settle, and they pushed through and worked hard for me and my siblings. From that being physical labor to putting up with people and being at every game and supporting me and my siblings.
That's awesome.
What does it feel like to have your parents at your games?
It's great.
Yeah, it makes me feel loved and appreciated.
You won all area 3 years in a row. How's that feel?
It feels great.
Feels great. And what does that mean? What does that mean to you? Who told you that you hit those points, those marks?
My coach.
Your coach?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So it's exciting to live at that standard. I think we asked you guys, do you have intentions of doing this in college?
I would love to, but I don't think that's what's in my plan.
And if you could play anywhere, where would it be?
Alabama.
Roll Tide.
No.
I saw your Auburn. I questioned it, but I saw it. And you would be Auburn?
Yes, sir.
But do you think you'll play college?
I think that if I want it bad enough and I work hard enough, I could do it. But I'd rather go to college, get my degree, and start my life.
And so tell us what you want to get that degree in.
Business.
Business? What do you want to do with that?
I don't know yet. My dad has his own business. And
sweet. What's he do?
Concrete.
Nice.
Yeah. And
that is a hard job.
I like going to work with him, and I guess it's just the spending time with him when I do go to work with him, but he shows me that nothing in life is free and you have to work for everything you have.
Mm.
So.
And you told us off the air, but you want to be
an esthetician.
Explain to people like me and Steven who do not like.
Okay, it's like beauty, but it's for your skin. So you give facials, and you can do hair removal and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then you said you want to do something else after that.
Realtor.
Mm-hmm. Nice, selling the houses.
Yep.
I'm gonna make you look pretty and put you in a pretty place, right? That's the goal, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, we put this on there. I think you answered, but who athletically inspires you? Like what maybe pro athlete or college athlete do you really look up to?
I mean, I watch sports online, but I never watch one person in particular.
Well, then let me ask you this way, Chastity. Tell me of an upperclassman that you've watched in your life at Brindlee Mountain that really inspired you.
I think watching my sister when she played always inspired me because she always pushed through.
Awesome. Allie, tell me about somebody, upperclassman in your life that really had inspired you or has inspired you.
Chansley Kirkland.
Chansley. We've had Chansley on here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so Chansley and your sister, awesome. And so let me ask you this last thing. You're talking about, I don't know if we did this on the air or off there, but you're talking about the little kids. They actually go to school with you, but they look at you like celebrity-like. So how does that feel? Explain that emotion, that feeling.
It feels good to me, but I know if I'm not setting a good example, they're going to follow in my footsteps, and I don't want to be that person that teaches them or shows them, like, this is not the path to go down. Like, I want to be a good example for them.
And it's always setting them up so they don't have an attitude with coach and they have the mindset for the sports they're playing.
Is that motivation for you to be a better leader
Yes,
at your
sir,
school?
definitely.
Because you feel those eyes looking at you, watching you. And speaking of that, so Chassie, this is your senior year.
Yes, sir.
You want to reach the greatest that you can, obviously.
Absolutely.
But let me ask you this: if you could write a statement, like a sentence or whatever, about what kind of leader you want to be remembered at Brindlee Mountain, what does that look like? How do you want people to remember you?
I think someone who always gave 100% and always was good to coach and just a good example.
Yeah.
I don't need to be the best. I just need to be the best at giving my effort.
That's good.
And giving my maturity to coach and my teammates.
That's so good. Allie, I want you to tell Chastity something she's done that's meant something to you as on the team.
On the team?
Yeah.
Okay, when I first moved there and it was my first year playing volleyball, I knew people.
Yeah.
But, like, Chastity was the one that helped me and helped me push through everything. When I wanted to quit, Chastity was there and telling me, you got it, you can do it, keep pushing.
Awesome. And I heard you both talk about y'all trying to create that family atmosphere. You got younger people coming in, younger students coming in to be part of the team.
Yes, sir.
What are you going to do to make that happen?
Just make sure everybody gets along and knows we're all one team, whether it's on the court or off. I mean, we don't have to be besties off the court, but as long as we all get along and push through as a team and realize we're all there for each other.
It's good.
I think I would tell them or show them or make them feel like everybody's equal because nobody on our team is better than anybody. We're all the same.
That's so good. Well, I see bright things, Steven. I don't know if you do. Bright things for the Brindlee Mountain Line volleyball team.
Yeah.
And our show's not over, and we'd love to keep you here unless you got to go. But we are so glad that we got to have Allie. Tell me your last name. I want to say it right.
Purcell.
Purcell.
Yes, sir.
And Chassie Walker. We have so enjoyed you guys. You made your school look good today. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Steven?
88.5 JFM is done.
Do y'all have to go, or y'all?
No,
we don't have to go.
All right.
No, I guess we stay.
You do. No, we go till 4:30.
Okay.
But I know Steven's probably got a few more videos, and at 4:05 we do a trivia.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Trivia.
I'm bad
Not
at
for
trivia.
you.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have to answer.
Yeah, you don't have to answer.
You can help us ask them, though.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun.
And so.
So, cheerleaders. What do you think? Should volleyball have cheerleaders?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, should it be girls cheerleading or should it be guys cheerleading?
Both.
Really?
Both.
Cool. Okay. Hey,
Why
I
not?
can see that.
Why not?
Yeah, for sure. Well, now sometimes it's hard to get the student section involved, students involved in cheering. I know that you probably watch some of the cheerleaders at the football games, and sometimes it's like the people in the stands, they just don't want to be bothered. They're there to watch their kid.
Leave me alone.
They're not really there to cheer and scream. But what would happen if you think a police officer actually stepped up and
Cheer, go to jail.
Oh, this is funny.
Cheer or go to jail? Really?
You've seen it.
Have you
I've
seen
seen
it?
it.
It's so good.
I want to see him enforce that.
Now, you've got to tell me about y'all's SRO, because almost every one of these guys are known on an individual basis by most of the students. So can you tell me anything about the SROs that you have at your school?
We can about Deputy Ford.
Yeah.
About Deputy Ford?
Yes, sir.
Cool, okay. Tell us a little bit about him. What do you like about him, and does he make you feel safe?
I like that he comes and supports us at our games.
Really?
Yes.
Cool.
And while he's like a big influence, he still jokes around with the kids and lets them know that he's there for them.
Now, lots of times you look at a police officer, it's real easy to get intimidated. But I guess he kind of warms you up a little bit, lets you know that, hey, it's not all about authority. It's about keeping you safe. Does he make you feel like you're in a safe space at Brindlee Mountain?
Yes,
sir.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
He's the stuff.
These guys, they're always doing an amazing job in these schools. These ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we've got some lady officers out there doing it too. So, good stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would crack me up. I want to see him enforce that.
So tell me about drama. How do you deal with drama in your lives?
This is good.
How do you deal with it?
Chastity,
tell us. How do you deal with drama?
She inhale burps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Secret power. Back away. Back.
I think I just push it off. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm in a program at school. It's peer helpers, and we are like counselors. We're student counselors for our peers and stuff.
Wow.
So I don't really have. I push my own problems to the side and help with other people's problems.
Doesn't it really help you to get over your own problems if you help somebody else with
Yes,
theirs? It's really neat how that works, right?
Yeah. That's so
All right,
good.
Allie, how do you deal with it? How do you deal with drama?
I come to Chastity and I ask her, what do I say?
What are you going to do without Chastity next year?
I'm still text her.
There it is. There it is.
Well, I came across this little cartoon character over on TikTok who has a little something to say about this drama stuff, and see if you agree.
Cut them off. If they bring too much drama into your life, cut them off. If they're constantly negative, cut them off. If they're not happy and supporting you when you make it, cut them off. If they're just bad vibes, cut them off.
Wow.
What do you think?
I agree.
I agree.
Just cut them off. I got you.
Best student council advice. Chastity.
Now, do either of you like to roller skate or rollerblade?
I like to rollerblade.
Really?
I
So
cannot.
it's still a thing then. Rollerblades are still out there. How good are you on those rollerblades?
I'd say I'm okay.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What
my little
she's
sister's
saying
better.
is she's amazing.
Would you say that you would be this good?
Wow. That kid. I wish I was that good.
I said okay.
I can't get over how he just twists and turns all around these cones.
Is that for real?
For real. He's like in Russia, too.
Yeah, they're like skate good or die, though, you know. Wow.
Got it going.
Wow.
Goodness.
I need that little training regiment to figure out how to do that. I just feel like I would break something.
Right? So, have you ever taken a spill on those rollerblades before?
Oh,
Me?
yeah.
Yeah. All the time.
Yeah.
So I was on the walking trail in Gunnersville, and somebody in skates came down the trail. Yeah. Bell bottoms and skates.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It was a blast from the past. I was like, hey. Where did you come from? The 70s?
Had a big peace necklace on,
They
too?
should have.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing with my eyes. But it
Yep.
didn't look like that.
Right? Pretty
Said
impressive
getting
stuff.
the dust off the skates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got about 34 seconds before we hit some freestyle.
Yep.
Gonna have some fun with some trivia.
Love it.
Oh, girls, do y'all ever listen to this radio station in the mornings?
No, Chastity definitely doesn't.
Really?
She's late to school.
Ooh.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Thrown under the bus.
Man.
Oh, okay, all right.
Vicious.
So the reason why I'm asking is you could brush up on your trivia. I do something every morning at 7 o'clock called the Car Line Competition.
It's great.
I give away gift cards to Albertville Home Bakery, to the Caring Heart Thrift Store in Arab, and to Wendy's for a Frosty. So listen in the 7 o'clock hour. You'll be glad you did. All right, let's do this thing.
Yep.
The Varsity Freestyle.
That means it's your chance to win a 5-person all-day pass to B&B Video Games. Video Games 80 style arcade in the back. Video game retail store in the front. All you gotta do is answer 3 questions. But it's okay. We got the answers, and we're gonna help you out. We're like phone a friend but we don't ever let you lose. It's great. So all you gotta do is call. So the first question is this: whose nose grew longer every time he lied? Whose nose grew longer every time he lied?
Want to win? Call us now at 256-505-0885.
Allie was laughing at me. Who is it, Allie?
Pinocchio.
Come on. Come on. If you're out there, all you got to do is call. You know that first answer.
Have you seen the new Pinocchio, Allie?
I haven't.
The Netflix one?
Yes.
It's actually really good.
It's very dark.
It is.
Yeah.
It is dark.
It is.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. But I've seen the new Pinocchio on Disney Plus too, like the Disney Pinocchio. Tom Hanks, I think, did a great job in it. Yeah.
Tom Hanks did the new. I apparently missed
Now,
that.
Tom Hanks did the new Pinocchio over on Disney. So the Disney's Pinocchio.
Okay.
But if you remember on Netflix.
Less creepy than the one I
Yeah,
watched.
on Netflix, what's his name? Goodness. He's that Spanish dude. What's his name? Pinocchio. Netflix. Benicio del Toro, right? Isn't he the one who did that one?
I don't know.
Guillermo del Toro. Yeah. So
Guillermo.
he did the kind of darker one over on Netflix. But anyway.
It was darker.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. With
It's still good.
Nazis and everything.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. It was fun. Not. Anyway. So, you can actually get one of your friends to call in, and you can go to B&B Video Games.
It's a 5-person all-day pack.
5-person, so that means all of you can go. Team building
It's a
experience.
big chunk of the volleyball team, yeah.
Yeah.
How many
Have
players
to
are on your team?
Call in. We have 10 on varsity.
10, okay.
10. See,
Cool.
that's half the team.
Yeah.
That's half of a team experience. It's really fun though. I take my kids. My boys love it. So they got an 80s style arcade in the back. So they got 5 video games, something like that, from Stranger Things that were actually in the taping of Stranger Things. So all the fun.
Yep.
But yeah, Steven, I wish I could skate like that kid.
Now, used to, I could tear it up on four
What's the
wheels.
number?
256-505-0885.
08.
85.
Tell her all she has to say is Pinocchio.
That's right.
50508.
85. So
85. Okay, gotcha.
0885.
Gotcha.
Yes. I'm sorry,
Is she
Chastity.
calling?
I was very
Wait,
unclear.
are we going to be able to hear her?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, you will.
As soon as she
She's
calls,
calling.
my phone will light up, and then I'll take it, and we'll get on air, and we'll have some fun.
Are you getting it?
Not yet. I'm not seeing it come through.
She going to be calling.
You said give her a second.
Okay.
Chastity probably gave her the wrong number.
Nope, there
we
she
go.
is.
All right, here we go. 6 seconds. Hello.
Hi.
Hey!
All right, here we go, live on the air, and let's go.
All right, we have a caller. What is your name?
Leah Davis.
Leah Davis. You're a celebrity in the room. They are like
Oh my
ecstatic that you're calling. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
So the question is this, and I believe that you know the answer. We have 3, but the first one I know you know. Whose nose grew longer every time he lied?
Pinocchio.
Yes! Yes, it was. Second question. What is the name of the fairy in Peter Pan?
Tinkerbell.
Yes! Allie's like mouthing it to me over here. Thank you. Last but not least, if you don't get this, there's a problem. Which Disney movie is Elsa in?
Come on, Leah.
Shoot. No, I got it. Frozen.
Yes!
Nice.
Leah, you are amazing. Hey, Leah, before you go, are you there?
Yes.
Tell me about these 2 girls. Tell me something funny about these 2 girls.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Chastity. Oh, that's gonna be a hard one.
There's nothing funny? Have you ever heard her do a reverse burp? I'm just saying.
Chastity. She always knows how to just make anybody laugh. Like
Nice.
she just knows how to make somebody laugh by just the way she acts. And then
Allie.
I think she's making fun of you.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
She's giving you
Allie's
props.
humor. Allie's humor is just really funny.
Allie's humor. My favorite thing is while I was asking you those questions, she was mouthing me the answers. It was great.
Really?
Yes.
Because we know she's a little slower.
Wow. Okay.
Just a little bit.
Well, I am so glad you called in. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
If you'll stay on the line, Steven will tell you how you're going to get a whole experience for your team, basically, here. 5-person all-day pass to B&B Video Games. Steven?
I better get to go with you.
Yeah, take your friends. So,
all right.
We were talking about the Alabama game this next week, and I know you're an Auburn fan, but you can bear with this story. You'll understand. It's funny. This is a funny story because last year Alabama played at Texas, right? Okay, like I said, you don't have to have the stats. This is a funny story. And they intentionally placed the band as far away from the field as they could get them. So the fans and the band, they made them sit as far away from the field as they can. Most teams don't do this. They usually have. But anyway, so Alabama did it back to them. They're doing it back to them this year. They're making them sit in the Texas band and fans sit as far away from the field as they can so they can't affect it. I just think it's hilarious. So how did you feel about Auburn first week?
I didn't even watch them.
Oh, Allie! You're getting all mad about your team.
Those cupcake games, though, they're kind of hard to watch, aren't they?
They are.
It's just a slaughter.
Chastity, did you watch the Bama game?
No.
Chastity!
My brother-in-law was listening in, but we all knew that we were going to win, so.
Yeah.
I watched more of the Alabama game than I heard about the Auburn game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's because you're really a Bama fan.
No, I'm not.
But, anyway, this is a question I forgot to ask you. Tell me about your training. What is your favorite? I know you do drills, so in practice, what's your favorite drill? What's your least favorite, and why?
Tug of war is my favorite.
Yeah, definitely tug of war.
Y'all legit pull the...
No.
Well, I mean, it really is,
It's
though.
like we're scrimmaging,
Yeah.
but say we scrimmage our JV when we play this because we don't have enough on varsity to play.
Yeah.
It's just varsity. So say we kill the ball.
Yes.
We get a kill.
Yeah.
We get a point.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know how. It's like one team goes up, one team goes down.
Yeah, you start at 5, and it'll go back and forth. So varsity will go down to 0, and then JV will go up to 10.
Oh.
So, like, if we score, it'll go down to 4, but if they score again, it goes right back up to 5.
Wow. So back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
So that's tug of war.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it. I get it. Your favorite?
Yes.
What's your least favorite?
None of our drills are really too bad.
Most people usually say conditioning.
I think the one, where you have to figure eights. I hate figure eights.
I hate figure eights.
What is a figure eight?
So,
like, you got it.
You'll have one girl under the net and then 2 people tossing the balls, and you have to stay the height of the net, and you have to run and do like a figure eight, and then you have to pass the ball to them, and then you run under the net, and you have to pass the ball to the other person.
It's just really hard.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. And did y'all tell me your favorite game that you played in last year? What's your favorite game that you played in?
Mine was when we were in Orange Beach, playing Orange Beach.
Yeah,
nice.
That
it was a good game.
Did you beat them?
No.
We could have.
Close?
Yes, it was a close game.
Didn't we go into a third?
Yes, we went into a third set.
When was this?
August.
Last August.
Yeah, like the end of last August.
Okay. And your games start when?
They started about 2 weeks
2 weeks ago.
We've had 2 games. Or 3. We've had 3 games.
We've had 3 games.
Who have you played so far?
Douglas.
Susan Moore. And then, I forget that one team. Galesville.
Yes.
Galesville, yeah.
How's it gone?
We're 1-2. We've won 1, lost 2.
Okay.
But
it's going to be a good year.
We could have beat Douglas.
You could have beat Douglas.
It was a close game.
It was a close game the whole time. How many
The
sets
whole
did we play? 4?
Yeah, we played 4 sets.
Wow.
And each time we went overtime.
Wow. Overtime.
Yeah.
So those are fun.
Yes.
What's the hardest loss that you've ever had?
Probably Douglas, the other night.
Yeah, this season.
Because it was so close.
Yes.
What was it last year?
Last year was definitely Susan Moore.
Yeah.
Susan Moore.
Yes.
What made it so hard?
Oh,
They had
they
lot
have
of
great
good
hitters.
Wow. You're great hitters, though, right?
But we're short.
I personally don't hit, but we have good hitters on our team.
We do have good hitters.
Wow. Is Greg there, Steven? Awesome.
Yeah, I've got him on standby. We'll be ready for him in about a minute 40.
Greg, the man Glasscock. I hear him! Greg.
What's up?
I saw Greg running on the trail the other day.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Made me feel less than I should have been.
It should have made you feel bad with you sitting there enjoying the view and me running about to pass out.
It was very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Not watching you almost pass out, but the view was nice. It was.
It's a beautiful view. That's one of the reasons why I enjoy running out there. It's just so pretty.
Also, I know you're really happy because Florida State beat the socks off of LSU.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a very good football weekend for me.
Yeah?
For the most, yeah.
Yeah.
High school went well, and college, and yeah. No
good.
complaints from there, yeah.
No complaints.
You know, I mean, I was going into that game thinking,
destruction.
let's just say I was very cautiously optimistic, I guess. I thought we had a chance, but I was not getting my hopes up. And then at halftime, I was thinking, oh, boy, we really got to get our act together. We're killing ourselves here. And in the second half, it was like, I mean, something I had never seen before out of them. I mean, they flat out just wore them out in the second half.
Greg, we got 14 seconds.
14. I bet it's now under 10 seconds.
It is. You're the man. You got it.
Countdown is on.
Now, sports analyst Greg Glasscock.
Greg.
Boy,
Greg!
it's throwing all the radio, isn't it?
I know! You've got to hear your theme song. It's very important. And so, hey, we want you to tell us what went down this last week in Marshall County football.
Boy, week one or second week, whatever you want to call it. So we had week 0 and now week 1 last week. And, yeah, it was a real interesting week. Some teams, it seems like, are really going to be real good. Some, I think, you know, it's still really too early to tell. I was out in, well, I want to say the middle of nowhere. It was civilization. It was just a long way to go out at Lawrence County.
Yeah.
And it started off slow. Gunnersville only led 14-0 at the half. Ended up winning 41-7 in a downpour. That's one of the nights where I'm real glad to be in a press box. It rained over half the game.
Wow.
So, yeah, it got a little messy out there, but it was kind of one of those games. I think after the big win at home against Southside, as physical as that game was, I could kind of tell maybe the focus and all was not there Friday night against a lesser opponent, but they got the job done there. And one that really surprised me that I kept my eyes on from the road is maybe not so much that Boaz beat Albertville, but what the score was.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people that went to that game, and 48-7, boy.
I didn't expect that either.
No, I didn't, and it looks like, you know, I knew Albertville would have their struggles. Boaz, I really didn't know about them because they were one of those teams, you know, the first week they lost to a very good Jacksonville team, and they also had 5 turnovers, which never helps. And then, of course, then the huge win against Albertville, so you kind of wonder, okay, how good are they? You know, they wore out a team that maybe they should have beat, but I didn't think that bad. And they lost to a very good team, but they hurt themselves with turnovers. So we'll see going forward. And, you know, here in a few weeks when Gunnersville goes to Boaz.
Ought to be a good match.
That's turning out to be a real good game. And then, of course, Arab seemed to have their struggles early with Brewer. The reports I saw, they were only up 14-13 at the half, and then I saw that they pulled away and win to stay undefeated. Also in that region, Scottsboro won, so they're undefeated. There's a big matchup this week between Boaz and Scottsboro out at Scottsboro. So,
wow.
So that should be a good one. So, we get into region play actually starting this week. So we'll start to tell a lot more about teams starting this Friday. Gunnersville's off this Friday. This was supposed to be the week to play Crossville. But since they don't have, a varsity team this year, most schools have now 2 open dates instead of 1. So we got an open date this Friday. So I might try to go out and watch that Boaz Scottsboro game maybe, because that'll be a big one to, to start region play.
Yeah.
So yeah, some teams in Marshall County are looking pretty strong. I mean, Gunnersville started out undefeated. Arab has.
Boaz
looking pretty good. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a real good season. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you know Brindley Mountains? Brindley Mountain, Asbury. They're shaking their head. Brindley Mountain and Asbury?
No. 64-0.
Yeah, well, I didn't bring it up, but took it on the chin.
I was not going to put salt in the wound.
Well, when I mention scores and teams, I try to always stay with a positive.
Right.
I forgot the score I saw in the Brindley Mountain game. I thought it was like 60-something to nothing, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're telling me. 64-0?
Oh. That hurts. Yeah.
Man.
And then Asbury, they took it on the chin too. So
and then I forgot Douglas.
Oh yeah, I can't forget the Eagles. Boy, they'd get mad if I forgot them. I used to live down there. Yeah. They're still undefeated. They had a big win against DAR, which DAR looks like they're going to be down this year from what I've seen. So, Douglas is undefeated. And looking at matchups this week, speaking of Douglas, they host Arab.
Ooh.
So that'll be a tough one for the Eagles to start region play. But, hey, if they could pull off the upset.
Big deal.
That'd be huge for them. Albertville gets into 7A play this Friday. They host Florence, and then I already mentioned Boaz goes to Scottsboro, and then Gunnersville's got the open date. I know your guests in there are volleyball players. I know
they
started roughly about 2 weeks ago. Hopefully next week I'll have a better update on volleyball and maybe some rankings that I haven't seen yet. But I think Boaz has started pretty strong. Gunnersville has started real strong last I saw. They only had 1 loss. I think they were like 9 or 10-1 or something last I saw.
Arab started number 1 in the state, did they not, Greg?
That's right, in preseason.
Yeah.
They sure did.
Wow.
So, and Boaz was ranked. Gunnersville was ranked. I'm not sure who else maybe. So maybe it'll be a strong year in the county for girls volleyball. That would be good to see.
Yeah, these 2 girls are amazing. I can tell they done good for their team. But
well, good.
Well, Greg, I so appreciate you calling, and I look forward to your update every week.
Well, I'm glad you do. I hope it's halfway informative for you.
It was awesome. It was great.
I try to keep up with what's going on. I'll try to have a better report next week maybe on volleyball along with football. I would think, I don't know how often the volleyball rankings come out. I know it's probably not weekly like football, but I would think they would be out soon because the only ranking I've seen so far was way back with the preseason ranking.
Yeah.
So they should be due out with some rankings.
New polls.
For long, yeah.
Well, Greg, you're the man. We so appreciate you. That's why you have your own theme song.
Hey, I appreciate that. I look forward to hearing that every Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah. Well, I am so glad we got to talk to you, Greg. We hope you have a great week.
All right. You guys do the same, and I'll talk to you next week.
All right.
All right. See you.
Do y'all know what the rankings are?
I do not.
No. No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to the football team. Was that at home?
No. It was in Etowah.
Oh, it's a good team. Yeah. Did y'all go to that game?
No.
No. No.
No.
Do you go to the home games?
Yes.
Yeah. Fun.
It's about the same.
I feel like we go and support them more than they come and support us.
Oh, there it is.
Going down the gauntlet.
There it is.
All right, guys, you're going to have to step up. Come to some of these volleyball games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Need that student section. So, how is your student section?
We don't have one.
Yeah, we don't really have one.
It's going to happen.
We're working on it.
I believe in it.
Hopefully.
You two are so fun. I'm surprised nobody.
Well, I think the student section we would have, they're all football players.
Yeah.
So we kind of have games around the same time.
They're working.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, practicing.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, hey, we're about to do Buzzer Beater. This is the end of the show. We're just telling people about our social medias. Then the show will be over. We'll get you to sign the door and take a picture.
Okay.
And then I don't know if Steven wants to get that reverse burp for our TikTok.
I kind of already have it on.
Hey!
Yeah.
He doesn't need to wait. He's already collected. So,
Yep.
But anyway, so we're about to do our social media. So I'll ask you where you can find us when the show's over. And you can do Facebook. Why don't you do Facebook and Instagram? You do Twitter or X. You see that, Chastity?
Yeah, the eggs.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah. TikTok. You can do TikTok too, and then Steven will do
YouTube.
Is that YouTube? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube.
So me, eggs, and TikTok.
Yes.
Okay.
I got
Yeah.
Facebook.
You got it.
And read those handles. I know some of them are different. We tried to get them all the same, but unfortunately, socials
said
don't
no.
help sometimes.
Yeah, they said no.
Yeah.
At least it's better than being the unofficial varsity radio show.
Which we were for like the first year,
I know,
year and a half.
Yeah. When we launched our Facebook Live, it said the unofficial varsity radio show.
It made us feel like rebels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of nice. We were kind of sad when they took it away.
Right.
You know?
Now we're the
living on the
official.
edge. Now we're legit.
37 seconds before we do some buzzer beater.
It's going to be fun. Thank y'all for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
Is
you.
it okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was fun.
Y'all are surviving.
All right, here we go. Brief hold, and we'll come right up.
The Buzzer Beater.
That sound lets you know where you can find us when the show's not on live. I know you're crying. I can hear you through the radio. It's okay. We're here to support you even when we're not in the studio. You can find us on Facebook.
My Facebook?
Yes.
Oh, Allie.Purcell.
No!
No, yes, either. I don't know y'all's Facebook.
It's right there.
It's on the screen.
I can't. At Varsity Radio Show.
Yes! Awesome. And
I was like,
Instagram.
what?
No.
Also at Varsity Radio
you
Show.
nailed that, Allie. Way to go.
I know.
Chastity.
You can find them on X at Varsity Radio 885 and on TikTok at Varsity Radio Show.
Great job, Chastity.
And of course, over on YouTube as well, Varsity Radio Show 885.
And then podcasts everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Google Podcasts. If you like the girls today, you'll like them on audio version tomorrow. So go check that out. Also, I want to tell you about Charburger, the fuel of the varsity, the home of the famous Char Grill, Wildcat Burger, Philly cheesesteak, and jumbo crispy onion rings. Then B&B Video Games. These girls will be visiting very soon. And so it has an Ace-Out arcade in the back, local video game retail store in the front, right by the Pizza Hut in Albertville. B&B Video Games. Hey, we are so glad that you joined us for the Varsity Radio Show, 88.5 JFM. Come join us again next week, same varsity time, same varsity place. We'll see you back at 88.5 JFM.